Hello, this is the town meeting information for EDU 560. I had to record this after the town meeting was over because I forgot to record the seminar. Oh well, it happens. So anyway, this is just some information about the class, and if you have any further questions, you can always email me, call me, or we can meet on campus or at my home. So in this short webinar, we're going to discuss the syllabus and we're going to discuss the times for meeting via GoToWebinar. Then also, the class doesn't actually start until Tuesday, January the 18th. Ooh, I just saw an error. How about 2011? And so what I would like for you to do by 8 o'clock p.m. that night, I would like to make sure that you have accessed the site by going to the Scholar site. And if you have any questions or problems with that, you can call the help desk. Read through the syllabus. Again, we're going to go through it right now, but you can also read it again, especially the rubrics, and let me know if you have any preliminary questions. I don't expect you to understand all of it. It's sort of complicated, but see what you have any preliminary questions. And then I want you to create a blog for use for your journal. You can use any blog or program that you want. You can use Google Docs if you want to do that. Make sure, if you want to secure the blog so that only invited people can read and post to it. That's not essential, but, it's just up to you. Add me to be able to read and post to your blog, and that's the email address I want you to use. And then add the URL for the blog to the blog assignment on Scholar. I'll show you where that is in just a second. When you add the URL for your blog, also add a phone number that I can reach you if I need to. So I'm going to go to Scholar here, and what I want you to do then is to go to where it says blog assignment. You go to edit my submission, and then you just paste the blog URL there and then put your phone number, and that way I will be able to see your blog. While we're here on Scholar, just to let you know, this is where the syllabus is, and this is the town meeting information. These are the two documents I'm going over, so you can download those. Next, on Tuesday, on January the 18th, on that Tuesday, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, I will put information for class number 1 and any kind of forum posts or anything that we need to have here. Okay, so let's go over the syllabus. At the top, this is information. How do you get a hold of me? By the way, that phone number will actually also ring to my home and to my cell phone actually as well. So you can call me at that number. You should be able to get me. My home phone is also, I'll make sure I put that on the site. You can call me at home as well, and I will put that on the website. This course is primarily for learning more about how to conduct PDs and to teach adults. You all are good at teaching children already. You all are teachers and you've had a lot of experience teaching children, but many times teachers do not know about specifically how to teach adults. And so this is a class on how to provide leadership in your school by working with adults in use of technology. This is a requirement of the IT endorsement. It is actually also a requirement of our national program area, specialty area. The ISTE organization compiled a set of standards that they recommend for the people who are getting instructional technology degrees. And NCATE, which is the accreditation body for education departments, approved those for accredited programs. So the EPSB, which is the Kentucky licensing place where you get your certification, they also have approved those standards. And one of the standards areas is a practicum experience for teachers in instructional technology programs, and so that's what this is. There is a required textbook for this class, and it's this one right here. They should have this at the store, the bookstore. You can also order it online, and you should be able to find it on Amazon. You can definitely go to ISTE.org, ISTE.org, and find this book. You might ask people who've taken the class in the past. There will not be a reading the first week of class, but there will be, I think it's in the second week. If you don't have your book by then, you can let me know, and I can post the first chapter or two online, but that's about all I can do because of copyright. But you can share a book with somebody else. It's however you want to do it. But we will be reading almost the entire book, so you will need to have that. It's not expensive. It's probably, I think it's between $30 and $40. It's not an expensive book. Okay, the course objectives, there's a whole lot of them. And once again, when you see this ISTE standards, that's going back to the ISTE standards that I was talking about. And in a practicum class, you touch a whole lot of the ISTE standards because you are applying what you know in technology to teach somebody else. So we've got a lot of standards here to cover, but we are going to cover them all. So I just included them all in here so that you could see the kinds of standards that somebody in your field should be able to do. During this course, this is the tentative calendar that we're going to be looking at. The main objectives, you're going to read about models and implement professional development, identify school technology curriculum maps, goals, and PD needs, collaborate with teachers working with technology resources, design and implement a PD experience, and analyze methods for teaching and assessing skills addressed in student and teacher technology. Okay. Standards. Okay. And these are the outline of the different things that we'll be working with. We'll have 12 weeks. Methods of evaluation. First of all, class participation and assignments. Each week you will be reading something in your book or another article that I found, and you'll be posting on a forum. And then you'll be keeping up the whole semester with your journal. And so that's the 20 points. Teaching PDs or class lessons, you will need to design a technology PD of at least 45 minutes or a series of 2 lessons, at least 20 minutes each, and either deliver it to 3 adults or design it as an online PD and deliver and have 3 adults use it. Okay? You'll have to do a lesson plan with this, and we will go step by step in deciding what you're going to be doing and the process for this. We're going to be doing that as part of the class, and in fact you're going to be learning some techniques for doing the PD, and hopefully we'll take some of those techniques when you design yours. So you're going to include the standards that are going to be in this rubric. You also must somehow touch on copyright and fair use. So for example, let's say you were teaching about how to create a website or a PowerPoint. At some point in the PD, you would need to discuss about fair use and how you need, if you're taking pictures from a website, for example, you would need to cite them or get permissions or whatever. You need to be able to talk about that at some point in the lesson. Okay, that's a ISTE standard once again, and this is where we put that in, was here. You should either tape or record or maybe I can come and observe it if I can arrange to do it. If the PD is online, then I can participate as an online learner. After you teach or create the PD or lesson, you will include a self-evaluation based on the teaching experience. And the way you will do that reflection is based on this rubric. So what you'll do is you will look at, for example, this first one, if you believe your lesson plan is a target, you will say why you believe that your lesson plan is a target. The next one, where it says students modeled appropriate strategies essential in continued growth, development, understanding technology concepts, you would talk in your explanation or in your reflection on how your PD did that. Okay, how you felt your PD did that. You can actually just copy this rubric, paste it in, and just comment on it right there if you want to. If you're not teaching right now, you don't have a school, can't find a school to do this in, you could do this with me, with the web design class, if you would like to. You could create a lesson for the web design class. You just need to let me know that's what you would prefer to do, and we will work through that as well. Then the collaboration portfolio is the other 40 points. You will identify one or more teachers in your school and work with them on a technology-related project, and you will document in the rubric that you'll see below how you help the teachers with each of the skills in the rubric. Once again, if you're not teaching, you can choose to do this with the web design class that I'm teaching as well, especially if you've already had that class. And you could identify one or two teachers that are in that class that are maybe having some difficulty with something, and you could work with them as your project, as your collaboration project. This is the rubric for that, and explanations. You will have to be able to help your teacher do each of these things, and then you will comment on and reflect on how you did that. And that will be that is the reflection for that. So you can read through all this, and we will be going through this also throughout the semester. So there's the grading scale for the graduate department. There's just some different resources that you could use. We won't read all of those. We might read some of those. Reflection requirement. This is something that needs to go in your portfolio, and so you will want to put the stuff that you did in this class in your portfolio, and you will want to write a reflection on that as well, like you do for your other classes. And then finally, make sure that we have your current address, phone number, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you read your Georgetown College email. It's the only place I'll send emails to is a Georgetown College email. And make sure you follow all the ethics policies. And if you have any special needs, let me know, and I will be glad to help you. Okay? So that concludes this town meeting information. Remember, we will have, make sure you understand that we will have an optional weekly webinar / virtual office hours on Tuesdays from 7:30 to 8. We will start that on the first day of class. And if you need additional help from that, I do have office hours during the day, but most of you all, of course, are teaching. And so I can set up office hours either at Georgetown or at my home. I live in Hamburg area, and it takes me 19 minutes to get to the college from my house. So you can come to my house or you can meet me at the college, either one. If you have any questions, please call me, email me, and let me know, and I will be glad to help you. Goodbye.